Last week we set up your very own author website. Now for the fun stuff. Time to make your site look pretty. Before we jump in, I just want to give a quick shout out to fellow authortuber Brittany Wang. She is the expert on all things Wix, so if you've chosen to host your website on Wix, then definitely go check her out. She can give you lots of personalised advice that's specific to Wix, whereas I'm more experienced in WordPress. Okay, let's talk design. When you first set up your website, you'll be prompted to pick a template. Now, before you get too click happy and pick the first cool looking template you see, I want you to just take a step back for a minute. One of the biggest mistakes I see newbie website creators making is that they don't think about branding before they start creating their website. I know what you're thinking. I'm not selling furniture here, why the heck do I need branding? By taking time to think about the kind of style you want for your website will not only to help ensure your website looks professional, but it'll also help to make sure that your branding is consistent across your various platforms. Your website and social media platforms should all have similar photos, colours and tone of voice. You want someone visiting your website to instantly recognise it as yours. In your author website workbook, which you've downloaded from the link in the description box by now, right? You will find a style guide template which you can use to help figure out your brand. You can edit it using a free online program like Canva, you can use Photoshop if you have that, or you can even just print it off and stick inspiration pictures to it. For now, I'm just going to show you mine as an example. In the style guide, there are spaces for your logo, colours, fonts, and any inspiration pics that give off the feel that you want to convey with your site. Do you want it to be clean and minimalistic? Do you want it to reflect the genre you write in? If you write children's books, then doodle designs and pastel colours might work well for you, whereas if you're writing an adult horror, you might want to go for a darker theme. Ensure when you're thinking about this, you're not picking out too many fonts or colours, as it becomes jarring to the eye and it looks very amateurish. Instead, opt for one main colour, a couple of complementary colours, and then 2 fonts maximum. The key to making your site look professional is consistency. If you've used a certain font, size and colour for your heading on the homepage, then you should use that same font size and colour for every single heading on every single page. If you've used lots of circular elements, bring that across to the other pages so that you've got a cohesive look going across every single page. Also, a quick note on logos. Do not feel like you have to go out and design one or get one professionally designed. For authors, logos really aren't that important. So if you want to go out and get one designed, feel free, but don't feel like you have to. Just having your name and deciding what size and font you want it to be in is good enough. Okay, so now you have a general idea of what you want your site to look like. Now it's time to pick a template. Templates are how you can make your site look good without hiring a designer. Whichever option you've gone for to build your website, you will have an extensive library of templates that you can play with and customize. Wix has a library of templates within the builder itself. WordPress has the same, and then it also has thousands of other options all across the internet, some of which are free and some of which are paid. Sometimes they're categorised by the type of website, for example chef website, author website. Sometimes they're grouped by colour or style, but don't read too much into it because they can all be customised with your own colours and fonts. Your template is really just a starting point so that you're not faced with a completely blank white screen. It can be a little bit overwhelming to find the right one, but my advice is don't rush. Try on a few, see how they fit, and you can always change it later. Whichever template you choose, be sure to look for the word responsive. A responsive template means that your site will automatically resize and look good when someone is looking at it on a mobile, which in this day and age is going to be most people. Now at this stage, don't worry too much about what should actually go onto your website. We'll be covering that in the next episode. But for now, I want you to go into your template and set the following. Your logo, whether it's a designed image or simply your name. The colour of your background, generally white works well, sometimes black depending on the style of your website. If you're thinking of using a different colour, I'd suggest using blocks of colour interspersed with blocks of white or black so that it's easier on the eyes. The font, size and colour of your headings and subheadings, often this will be one of the accent colours that you chose in your style guide. The font, size and colour of your body text. If your background is dark, use a light text. If your background is light, use a dark text. And the font, size and colour of your links. These should be a different colour to your body text so that they stand out as clickable links, And again, usually the colour will be one of your accent colours that you chose in your style guide. So that's it. Your site is well on the way to being uniquely yours. Be sure to download the Author Website Workbook, which is linked down below, and that will help to guide you through this process. And be sure to check back next week, where we're going to be adding all the various pages and elements. If you found this video helpful, please do subscribe and hit that bell so that you're notified when the next video airs. And my question of the day, which I would love for you to answer in the comments, is which colour scheme have you gone for your website and why? See you next week.